If we are not under peer pressure, we have a particular way of thinking. நம்மளோட decision making process வந்து வேற மாதிரி இருக்கும். ஒரு set of people வந்து they will stand out. You want to get included in that, because of which you will do certain things. So as parents, this is how we do, right? We are comparing others' kids to our kids. Why am I taking that decision? That is the question what you need to ask. Is it because of somebody else? ஹலோ வணக்கம், வெல்கம் பேக். இன்னைக்கு நம்ம பேச போகிற டாபிக் வந்து ஒரு சூப்பரான டாபிக், பியர் ப்ரெஷர். நீங்கள் வந்து ஒரு டிசிஷன் எடுக்கிறீங்கன்னா ஒரு எக்ஸ்டர்னல் இன்ஃப்ளூயன்ஸ்னால அந்த டிசிஷன் எடுக்கிறீங்களா? தட் இஸ் வாட் இட் மீன்ஸ் பை பியர் ப்ரெஷர். இட் ஹேப்பன்ஸ் இன் ஆல் ஏஜஸ் and to everybody. You're a school student, college student, entrepreneur, you're an employee of an organization, or you're a parent. Peer pressure is going to be there everywhere, and peer pressure happens to everybody. Peer pressure is some of the classic examples. பக்கத்து வீட்டு பையன் வந்து இன்ஜினியரிங் படிக்க போயிருக்கான், ஸோ அதனால நம்ம பையனும் இன்ஜினியரிங் படிக்க போகணும். ஸோ ஆஸ் பேரண்ட்ஸ், திஸ் இஸ் ஹவு வி டூ, ரைட்? வி ஆர் கம்பேரிங் அதர்ஸ் கிட்ஸ் டு அவர் கிட்ஸ், புட்டிங் த ப்ரெஷர் ஆன் தெம் டு எக்ஸல் லைக் தி அதர் கிட். தட் இஸ் பியர் ப்ரெஷர். So for example, I'll give you my classic example. My son, when he was growing up, right? பக்கத்து வீட்டு பையன் வந்து ஒரு சூப்பரான ஒரு சாக்ஸ் ஒன்று போட்டிருப்பான். அதே சாக்ஸ் தான் வேணும்னு சொல்லி அவன் அடம் பிடிப்பான். Right? So that is peer pressure. It is subtly getting that peer pressure. Right? As parents, what we do is, as grown-up adults, oh, my neighbor has this car. I think I should go and get this car. We do that. These are all subtle ways of peer pressure, what you see. But the critical question is, why does peer pressure happen? Peer pressure happens because of comparison. நம்ம வந்து இன்னொருத்தவங்களோட கம்பேர் பண்ணுறோம் of whatever they have as a student. And I want everybody to think on these lines, like whether you're a student, whether you're an entrepreneur, whether you're a parent or a college student, we start immediately comparing. Okay, he has an iPhone, நானும் ஒரு ஐஃபோன் வச்சிருக்கணும். That's the foundation what we start thinking about. The second thing what we always seek is recognition. எப்படின்னா, if I have this particular thing, an iPhone or whatever, then people are going to recognize you. All right, you stand out. So peer pressure happens because of recognition. Or groups of individual, you want to be a part of a particular group. Like for example, நீங்க ஸ்கூல்ல இருக்கீங்கன்னா ஒரு set of people வந்து they will stand out. You want to get included in that, because of which you will do certain things. Or peer pressure is also something like this. Like for example, a group of people pushing you to do certain things. Like for example, in colleges, in schools. So that is what peer pressure means. So we spoke about how parents can put pressure, peer pressure. School students, we spoke about a simple example about how we start thinking about it. Teachers putting peer pressure on students. நீங்க ஒரு கிளாஸ் செட்டிங்ல இருக்கிறப்ப a teacher is comparing one student to another student. Automatically you put them on peer pressure, and it gives an irreparable, children and people have an irreparable damage to their minds. It alters the way of thinking. Generally, if we are not under peer pressure, we have a particular way of thinking. நம்மளோட decision making process வந்து வேற மாதிரி இருக்கும். But the moment you get into peer pressure, your decision making process completely gets altered. Every time you decide, you start thinking about, what does that person do? Based on that, I will make a decision. So you are naturally altering. So it is so important for teachers, parents, friends, as an individual. I want you to think, நீங்க ஒரு காலேஜ் ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ல இருக்கீங்கன்னா ஒரு பையனை வந்து when they come to school, you are talking about how he dresses up. You start making some comments, as a result of which that particular person changes the way his style or the clothing what he goes and buys. Why does he do that? Because of the comments what you made. And what is the pressure what it puts on his family, his or her family, is the effect what that particular individual has. So it is so important for all of us to understand how we are thinking about peer pressure. When we are doing things or having conversations, are we putting any kind of pressure on individuals to change their decisions or to make decisions based on your input? எப்படி வந்து நீங்க peer pressureல இருந்து வெளியில வர முடியும்? Right? Or how can you think about peer pressure? ஒன்னு வந்து anytime you're in a decision-making process, first thing is taking a pause, identifying if there is a peer pressure. Alright, உங்களுக்கு வந்து நீங்க ஒரு decision making processல இருக்கீங்கன்னா, that இன்னைக்கு நான் எடுக்க போற decision வந்து, why am I taking that decision? That is the question what you need to ask. Is it because of somebody else? That is one. And then taking a pause and thinking through that question, that why am I taking that decision, is the most important element. Alright, and lastly, the third and the most important thing is, when you are in these situations, you want to respectfully say no to that particular decision. You want to say to yourself that, you know what, no, I'm not going to make the decision because this is an influenced decision. வேற ஒருத்தர் வந்து உங்களை influence பண்ணதனால you are taking this decision, and that's why I want to say no. A simple example is, if you are going to buy something, அது வாங்குறதுக்கு முன்னாடி நீங்க யோசிங்க, இந்த வாட்ச், இந்த ஃபோனு, இந்த மக்கு, இது வந்து ஏதாவது ஒரு மற்றவங்க வச்சிருக்கிறதுனால நான் இது வாங்குறேனா அப்படின்னு சொல்லி ஒரே ஒரு தடவை யோசிங்க, and then make a decision whether you want to buy. And I want you to apply the same logic in all aspects, whether you're working in an office environment, whether you're an entrepreneur, whether you're a student, or if you're a teacher. So the next time, as a parent or as a student, if we start comparing people with each other, that's a way of putting peer pressure. Let me know your thoughts. I would love to hear your comments, see your feedback, and if you like this content, please go ahead and share it. So share, subscribe, like, and for the time which you've invested, I'm forever grateful.